Hedera Hbar, today is the 8th or 9th of July. We have just started the week so far, and we do have some pretty important metrics in terms of what we have coming in for the Hedera mainnet. Also, it's looking pretty green in the market as well, which is quite nice to see. We will be talking about the price action of Hedera, but we also do have some pretty good news that you guys don't want to miss out on. So you do need to smash that like button, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you want your daily HBAR videos. I have been gone for a while, but I should be back on it again. So HBAR is up by 1.5%. Not too much, but still at least we are in the green and not in the red. Now, so far, you can see over here what we have achieved. That building on Hedera has never been easier, and it does show. So for the second month in a row, Hedera is a top developing crypto project ranked by development frequency according to Web3 analytics firm. And you can see over here that Hedera is the top firm, coming in first place at 759 with the dev accounts in the past 30 days. Of course, we have the market cap and the rank as well. Chainlink is just behind them at 526.1, so there is a massive gap. We have Optimism coming in at 481, and then we have Internet Computer or ICP at 434, Cardano at 427, which is not that far off really. Status at 347, Cosmos at 343, and you can see the rest comes in at 310, with Aptos being the lowest. So it goes to show that in terms of the devs and which project that they would like to build on, Hedera does seem to remain on top, meaning that it is probably one of the easiest projects to actually build on their network, which goes to show that people are picking Hedera more than other projects, and it means that we are also staying within that first ranking. So let's see if we can keep up that ranking as well, because this was just announced on the 2nd of July. And it goes to show that with this easiness of the network, it should be adopted by more people as well with the other projects. And from the DaVinci graph over here, it has been announced that we have just hit 58 billion transactions, and that's like every person on earth making 7 transactions each, which shows how doable it is. This is a massive achievement for us, because I do remember when we were in the 30 billion range. Of course, it seemed like as if we were miles off from the 50 billion mark, but we were able to surpass it by hitting 45 billion, then the 50 billion, and now slowly creeping up to 60 billion on the Hedera mainnet, which is the real world transactions. So don't forget that, guys. It is a very important and crucial metric when it comes to the network itself. Coming in from Filecoin Foundation, they will be actually showcasing Hedera. So you have over here that Hedera are sponsoring the event, and that they will be at the FIL Brussels to talk about real world asset and tokenization and how it will change asset management without compromising security and efficiency as well. So this is going to be happening very soon, and you can see over here it will be on July the 10th, so pretty much tomorrow, and it will be talking about how to create and manage real world asset tokens using both Hedera's token service and EVM smart contracts. As we know, with real world tokenization, I think a lot of people will definitely be attracted to the idea. So you do not have to hold the asset physically, but you can actually hold it in terms of the forms of tokenization. And again, it is another form of investment for people to put their money into, instead of, say, for example, your usual physical assets that you have. And it makes it a lot easier as well when it comes to those investments. From HBAR Foundation, tomorrow at 10 a.m, it is everything DPIN on Hedera, so you can join them with Neuron World and the other ones that are developing the drones, and Seals Corp as well, to discuss why they chose the Hedera network to bring this vision to scale. And I think that a lot of people have to remember that despite the price action of HBAR or Hedera, we do actually have that real world utility coming in. We have these companies choosing Hedera, and not only that, if you look at Neuron World, they are also looking at, for example, sending off packages in terms of critical means, for example, whether it be to the hospitals like with the NHS. So we could potentially see some big contracts coming in, and they're using a network like Hedera, which in comparison to other networks is obviously a smaller fish in the sea, but nevertheless we are having this real world utility, and that is the reason as to why I do back Hedera all the way, because we are seeing all of this happening in general. So from Source Swap, we do have this update. 172,000 HBAR will be distributed to Source Swap V2 liquidity providers this epoch. So this actually came out on the 2nd of July, and we will actually be showing the price action of Source as well before we have a look at HBAR. So we are currently trading at 5 cents for Source. We are back down to where it originally was before, as we saw that massive spike. On the 1 day chart, we are up by 2.96%, and on the 24-hour volume, we are up by 5.57%. Now, if we have a look at the 7-day chart, you'll see over here that we started off pretty much at just under 6 cents. That was on the 3rd of July. We did actually take a massive dip all the way down to 0.04657. That was on the 5th of July. And then on the 1 month chart, you'll see over here how we've actually just been going up and down, but pretty much making lower lows. So we started off the month at 0.07505. We did actually go to a low over here to 0.05591, and we have been trading in the 5-cent range. Of course, that rally has long gone, where we gained over 323%. It was a really huge gain, and I think that a lot of people enjoyed it. If you took your profits then well done, of course. Now we've pulled back by quite a bit, and pretty much it has come back down to where it was before. But even then, we were trading at 2 or 2.5 cents for Source, so it still is pretty high. But again, we have been able to see that profit just being taken, and of course it's come down. If you have a look at the overall market, we are down by 26.39%. So the market cap is at 2.11 trillion. We are up though by 2%, just volume has gone down pretty much. Bitcoin is at $57,500. Ethereum is at $3,000. And actually, if we check the price action of HBAR and to see where it currently is in position, we are in 33rd place. So on the 1 day chart, we are up by 2%. And you'll see over here that we are currently trading at 0.067. So on the 1 week chart, we are pretty much in the red. We're down by 13.2%. Now we've come below that 8-cent level. We've gone down to 0.0786. We actually took a drop to 6 cents. We were able to hold out though, because we were able to bounce back up to that nice 7-cent range. Now on the 1 month chart, we've taken a dip massively by a quarter. So that's a huge chunk for Hedera, right? You'll see over here, we started off the month at 0.0899, just below that 9 cents level. This is where we took our first dip to 0.0749, and then over here we went to 0.0769, and ever since we hit July, really we have taken that dip on the 3rd. So what we'll have to see now is whether or not we are able to bounce back up from here. The positioning wise for HBAR, we should really be at the mid-range of 8 cents. But so far, it looks like as if we've broken that boundary and we've gone below 7 cents. If you have a look at the 1 year chart, we are up by 40%. But where you can see in the reflection of the chart in general, we've pretty much just taken this downward trend. What I'm going to be looking for in the next 2 weeks is that we're able to go back up to the mid-range of 8 cents so far. So that is only a 2-cent move up from here. And if we are able to do that, we should be able to then go on our way to that 10-cent price target, which is what we have been looking for quite some time. And again, even further than that, it'll be 15 cents in the long term. We don't want to see HBAR going below the 6-cent point, because to be honest with you, we haven't been there for a while. The last time that we were actually there at the mid-range of 5 cents was back last year in November, and we definitely don't want to be in that position. But that is where it looks like as if it's heading to. Guys, write down in the comment section below what is your favorite thing about HBAR in general and what you like about their project. And again, like the video please to support the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.